it's like clockwork at this point. That's really any way to put it. It is like clockwork at this point. Every week it gets worse. Every week it gets worse. When you tell your fans, don't watch, go touch grass for God's sake, it's important to remember that they might very well do that. Because people don't like being insulted. They don't like having you spit in their face and telling them, well, enjoy that. No, they are going to get up and walk away when they're sick and tired of your garbage. And this is what is happening. Nobody's watching Doctor Who anymore. The numbers are pathetic. And it turns out this time around, with this new episode, 500,000 fans went bye-bye rather than turning to this woke garbage. Get it to listen because it just keeps getting more and more funny. It's an article from Cosmic Book News. 500,000 Doctor Who fans turn off woke Ncuti Gatwa when it's all about an agenda instead of a good story. That's woke, folks. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. When you push an agenda rather than actual storytelling, people are getting sick and tired of these things. This is why Furiosa is bombing at the box office. Or the people who saw it actually said to me, it actually wasn't bad. It wasn't fantastic. But it actually wasn't bad. But you have poisoned the well so bad that people actually think to themselves when they see these things, okay, some kind of girl boss garbage, they don't want anything to do with it, and they're out. So even if your movie has nothing to do with that, you've already set it up to be that way. And people are not interested in that. It's the same thing when you're going here. When people look at certain things now, and they see what you're doing. And then, of course, you have the actors and showrunners telling insulting facts. These people have this disturbed notion in their mind that they could treat their fans like absolute utter shit, for lack of a better word, and expect them to come back. You were telling them, you had that drag queen telling people, for every one who leaves, 3 or 4 others will take their place. But 500,000 of those 3 or 4 others left. You understand me? Left. Because you're not respecting your fans. You don't care about anything. You just want to do whatever the hell you want. Expect everybody to enjoy it. It's an agenda, not a TV show. And nobody wants to sit down, lose themselves in escapism and entertainment to be lectured to. That's not what people want to do. Let's take a look at the numbers here so we could get a better idea of it. Now, again, I've covered this many a time before, but I have to keep coming back to me. This special number was 5.08 million, right? Dropped significantly down to when the Christmas episode was 4.73 million. By the time 2024 rolled around, we started this off. So we started off at 5.08 million here. By the time 2024 rolled around, down to 2.6 million, so it lost over 3 million viewers. And Doctor Who lost millions of viewers right there. And we get now at episode 4, as we get that 2.62 million because the episode didn't have the Doctor in it. It was focusing on his companion. And then now with episode 5, it's down to 2.12 million. And if I'm not mistaken, this season of Doctor Who, I think it's only 8 episodes, so it's like 3 episodes remaining, and these are the numbers that you're pulling in. You understand? We started off at 2.62 million last week. 600,000 people came back for it. But no, this time around, you have the Doctor in it, and 500,000 of them gone. These numbers are not good. This is bad, people. This is really, really bad. This is where these numbers are. And if by the 8th episode or whatever, this drops below 2 million, well, that's something, because time them come back for the next season, I think this is going to drop into the 1 million something mark. That's how bad this is. Check out the article and see what they have to say here. Ncuti Gatwa returns to Doctor Who and 500,000 fans stopped watching again, just like the actor requested. Yeah, you keep insulting your fans, telling them not to watch, you expect them to watch, show up to watch? That doesn't work anymore. You can't scare people into this whole thing about, well, if you don't watch it, or you are racist and a homophobe and a bigger. People are not buying that shit anymore. They know what you're doing. You're producing crap entertainment and then trying to scare people into watching it so they don't get labeled by something. You know the label you should be worried about? Making garbage. That's the label you should be worried about. Following last week's big bump of 600,000 fans tuning in for the Millie Gibson episode, most of those fans apparently chose not to return for Saturday's episode, Dot and Bubble, which was billed as the show's Black Mirror episode. However, that obviously didn't help. Yeah, again, I completely make no amends. I am not watching this show. This video is not some kind of review video or anything like that. I have seen a few people do reviews for it, and I do check it out. And each time the review for each episode is not good. I saw the review for this episode, still not good also, but that's what they're doing. Episode 5 was watched by 2.12 million viewers in the UK, according to the UK's overnight ratings system. That number is down from the season high last week of 2.62 million viewers, still really low, which again centered on companion Ruby Sunday, played by Millie Gibson, as Ncuti Gatwa disappeared at the start of the episode. The 2.12 million is also the second worst ratings of the new series. It really says something when 600,000 people would come back to watch an episode where the doctor isn't in it. The doctor who's supposed to be the main starring people would come back to watch an episode where he isn't in it. That really says something. Within the next couple of weeks, we will also know if the new Doctor Who made the Nielsen ratings, which will give an indication if the show is a success or not on Disney+. Well, considering the fact that Disney Plus hasn't produced any numbers for it, isn't talking about it, hasn't said anything about it, keeping very quiet about it, it's not looking good. Because Disney has already poisoned themselves so badly that people are actively avoiding their stuff. Their stock keeps tanking, always some controversy. They keep putting out garbage one after the other. Nobody's really watching Disney Plus anymore. And this is what you're getting, because people cannot trust Disney with their children far less with themselves. They can't, because if you're trying to tell me that Disney's supposed to be the family brand, you sit down, you watch something with our family, enjoy yourself, you can leave, you can let your kids watch some entertainment upon Disney, no problem with it. But you're trying to tell me you're running the possibility of if your children sit down to watch a show on Disney Plus, they're going to run into some kind of non-binary bison that what people to use its proper pronouns. What the hell is that supposed to mean? This is why nobody trusts you anymore, and this is what's going on. Because if you're producing crap stories, you're clearly pushing a message, and nobody's interested in that. Well, I think we already know the answer. Just like the 60th anniversary specials, which didn't make any of the Nielsen charts and never saw Disney make an official announcement about the numbers of viewers. Because, can you think about it? Then the anniversary specials, I'm going to go back to them here. Let me go back to them so you can see. Right, the anniversary specials, 5.08 million, 4.83 million, 4.62 million. Didn't make the Nielsen charts. And for this season, everything has been 2 million and 2.62 million. That's the best that it has been this season. So no way it's going to make the Nielsen charts. No way. Disney made an official announcement about the numbers of viewers, and Disney hasn't made any announcement about the new series viewership, probably because it's awful. Likewise, the Disney invested Samba TV viewership data company has refused to post the Doctor Who household numbers for Disney Plus. Well, they put here obviously because they are terrible, but I'm not saying probably because, but I was likely to agree with them. Yeah, it's terrible. It's pretty freaking terrible. It's likely. What happened is that showrunner Russell T. Davies and Ncuti Gatwa went even woker than the Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker era, thanks to that Disney money. It's all about pushing an agenda and not about quality story. How's that working out? Yeah, because if you had Russell T. Davies talking and saying that, the whole timeless children thing is important and they want to do that and all kind of stuff, timeless children literally destroyed Doctor Who. Because you changed Doctor Who from being this rogue Time Lord who's going around helping people into putting it like, he's not even a Time Lord, he was something that this scientist found that this child that could regenerate all the time. So this scientist decided the best way to do is just to keep murdering this child till you could figure out a way to take this power and give it to the rest of the Time Lords. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. So yeah, that's the look at it, people. Once again, the numbers are literally abysmal. 500,000 people disappeared once this crap happened because people are getting sick of it. People are literally getting sick of it. You cannot scare people into believing that these things are going to be good anymore. Ncuti Gatwa has been doing a terrible job as the Doctor. Some people like him, no problem with that, but you could see the vast amount of people are not happy with this nonsense. The episodes and then usually have a bunch of lot that don't work with it. The last episode that actually had Mel Gibson in it was some kind of weird Trump thing where, they changed history and all that thing, which nothing mattered and all that. And now this one is about, some kind of thing involving racism and, social media and all that and preach to people. People just want to lose themselves in escapism and entertainment. But when you keep pushing an agenda, this is what keeps happening. So yeah, this is the facts. 500,000 people went bye-bye because this is what Doctor Who has become. It's no longer Doctor Who. It's no longer interesting. It's like a freaking parody or something that just keeps getting worse. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.